What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me here on Feature Junkie. My name's Ed, and today we're going to be checking out the new movie, The Little Mermaid. Directed by Rob Marshall, starring Halle Bailey, Melissa McCarthy, Daveed Diggs, Javier Bardem, Awkwafina, and Jonah King. So in a world where Disney's doing all these live adaptations of old classics, The Little Mermaid is the newest installment of one of those live action films, and I've got so much to say about this film. But before I do, if you could leave a like down below, I'd greatly appreciate that. Subscribe if you can. We're trying to reach a certain goal. I don't know the goal yet, but we're trying to reach it. But yeah, I greatly appreciate that. Now let's get into the plot, courtesy of IMDb. The youngest of King Triton's daughters, Ariel, is a beautiful and spirited young mermaid with a thirst for adventure. Longing to find out more about the world beyond the sea, Ariel visits the surface and falls for the dashing Prince Eric. Following her heart, she makes a deal with the evil sea witch, Ursula, to experience life on land. So as I said before, this is the newest installment of a live adaptation of a Disney classic, and there was so much controversy with this film. To me, I honestly didn't understand it. A lot of people had very harsh words to Halle Bailey being cast as Ariel because she didn't look like Ariel, but I'm here to say I actually really enjoyed the film and I thought she did amazing. I think her acting is great in the film, but her voice is really what carries this, and all the original songs that she does, she absolutely puts her own spin on it, but is really just breathtaking. And they do some original songs in this film. Lin-Manuel Miranda is the composer, writer of these songs, and you can definitely hear some of that flavor of like Encanto and Hamilton in those songs. But yeah, I feel like they do a good job with the songs, doing it justice. I also feel like storyline wise, they've really stuck to the script, besides maybe 15 to 20 minutes of added extra stuff. Really, it's just the Little Mermaid's story, and I think that's kind of smart. I mean, there's a reason why that story is so classic. Now, to some, this might make the movie a little bit boring just because we've seen the story before, but for me, it is what it is. Like, we're getting a live adaptation. We want the story that The Little Mermaid is, and they gave that to us. Now, my favorite character in this movie is absolutely Ursula. Melissa McCarthy was the perfect casting choice for this role. I heard things like there were other actresses and musicians auditioning for this role, and some of them I can actually see like pulling it off, but after seeing Melissa McCarthy's performance, man, I just can't see anyone else being Ursula. And that's for the movie. It's very colorful, it's very vibrant. I love the stuff on land. At sea, going into this, I was a little scared because like you're doing a live adaptation. You want it to be as real as possible, but yet in the trailer there was a few things that felt a little cartoony. When I saw it in person, I got it. Like, you kind of have to have those things in the film for it to make sense. So for me, some of those CGI moments, it really didn't matter at all. It was still beautiful. It's not the level of like Avatar 2 type of underwater scenes, but it's definitely better than like Aquaman. And I thought Aquaman's underwater scenes were pretty good. So it's like right in the middle of those two films. As far as negatives, I really don't see too many. Like I said before, there was a few small CGI things and a little bit of slow moments in the film, but honestly, that's not anything to really gripe on. I think a lot of people that were hating on this film, I think they're going to be proved wrong and see that this film is actually pretty good. I do think it's going to make a lot of money for Disney. I do think families are going to love this film. And for me, when it comes to the live adaptation, I think they did a really good job. Now, to me, Aladdin is like the top tier of what they've done so far, but it's not that far off to say that this film did just as good of a job as, you know, Beauty and the Beast. Definitely better than The Lion King, and definitely better than Mulan. Again, I think a lot of people are going to love this film, but there's always going to be those haters. Before this film even came out, there was people leaving negative reviews on the film, and they've never seen it before. Like, it hasn't came out yet. But I'm honestly curious to hear what you guys think of this film. If you've seen it, if you haven't, what are your reservations? Or are you excited of this film? Whatever it is, leave those in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, hit that notification icon down below so you know I'm going live or dropping new content. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on Feature Junkie.